Jai Shri Mataji. Very good morning to everyone. Let us all bow down, raise our Mother Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra. With our attention in our Sahasrara, let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
Now we go to void, though in the 7 layers it is little confused with Nabi, but we have to see to void also. In dharma, in sustenance, we must wake up. Maybe the mother has slept very little, she is looking after her children, or something going on. They must disturb everyone saying that they are dharmics. Very hot-tempered, angry people. This dharma can be neutralized in a very, very simple way. That dharma is your own concentration. Inward. Like you want to donate something to someone, it's just between you and God. There is no expression of it outside at all. If you are honest, God save me from many honest people, I tell you. Some of the so-called honest can be so blunt that you cannot go near them. They think if they are honest, then they have a right to cut everybody's throat. Spashta vakte, इत्यादी इत्यादी. आपल्या मराठा शाहीमध्ये पुष्कळ आहेत अशी उदाहरणं. मी एवढ्यासाठी मराठीत नाही बोलत की मी बहु वाहते. In Marathi language, you see, we have beautiful names for such people, you see, who are karmathas and absolutely dandeshahi, we call them, dandadhari. Such a pandit, if he is going from this side, go from the other side of the road. Otherwise, he might just hit you hard. You ask him, what is it? Why did you hit me hard? Because you are not supposed to take your parting to that extreme of the head. Mataji has said the parting should be in the center. But it is for you, I have said it, not for anybody else. It should be concentrated on yourself. The dharma is for ourselves. Mataji has said, I'm surprised sometimes at what I'm saying. So many people have this bad habit of going around saying, Mataji has said that this should be done. Mataji has said this should be done. I don't know if I've said it or not. But why do you say? You should say, I say. Why don't you say that I say as Sahaj Yogi? But it is all your own. It's your own clearing that is important in dharma and not anybody else's. There's a relationship between you and your guru, direct. Supposing you come and tell me something that Mataji, this is between you and me. That is between you and me, though I am not bound by it, not at all. If it is necessary, I may speak it out. But 99% I'll keep it that as a secret. So it is the secrecy of your own dharma. The beauty of it is like this. You see the subtleties. Sukshmat Bhaga. If you are a dharmic man, it's so sweet, you know. Suddenly you find this shine appearing, like a diamond suddenly, with all the facets. Suddenly you find a person, oh, what a beautiful man he is. But you are not looking after yourself, looking after everybody's dharma. Then the same thing will happen. That the joy of dharma will be felt if you limit it to yourself. That cannot be shared. Virtues cannot be shared. Can I share my virtues with you? I cannot. You can support it. Somebody has a virtuous man, then you can support him. But the joy of that dharma, that rasa falling into your heart, nobody else can enjoy it. You enjoy your own chastity. It is of course written, ki thou shalt not do, thou shalt not do. These are all commandments have come, but they can come only from God, not from you. Once you start doing it to others, you are finished. You have lost the joy of your dharma. Now we have one Mr. Kulkarni here. His dharma is like that. There are many like Mr. Patil is there. So many like that. I don't want to name any more, otherwise Jay will start jealousy. But we have lots of people who have a dharma within them, which just shows, suddenly. And you try to test them. They will just tell you, "Pan Mataji, त्याच्यात आमचं चुकेल तर." Absolutely on the point of dharma if you are. You will never teach dharma to others. Preaching religion is against religion. You cannot preach. How can you preach religion? I cannot understand. Till today I have not been able to understand. How can we preach religion? We can only evolve our own, imbibe our own. Except for the people who are incarnation. They can tell what is religion, but they cannot put religion into you. And when you start enjoying that religion within you, you start having that more and more within yourself. Then you start respecting yourself. Your self-respect comes. So, we take it to this, that religion is the respect. The neutralization of using religion for wrong things is respect. Respect every other person. Respect his religion. Respect the principles of other religion. Of religion I am saying. नहीं तो उठले लागले भूताच्या मागे. Again discrimination should be there. I am saying respect the religion that is within you and the religion in another person. Maybe secretly that person is very religious, outwardly he doesn't show up. All the centers, if I have to talk, it will be too much. सगळं सांगायचं का? काय? मजा येऊन राहिली आहे? बरं मग एक आणखीन सांगते काम. हां? Whatever you say, I have no desire. So we come to religion, which is a part of Nabi. The satisfaction of religion is only possible when you learn to respect other people, their religion, their style. Because in Sahaja Yoga very commonly, there is a Marathi word for that, kul. In English I don't know, a kink I think is the word. That he is catching there, she is catching there, that thing is catching, that thing is catching, is a crack in the head. For Sahaja Yogis it is very common. What is catching in you? Everybody is caught up by you and here you are. That person is catching there, that person is catching there, this person has this catch, that another has that catch. This is how Sahaja Yoga is going to improve or fall down. Without telling that person, without talking to him about it, you can correct his catches and your own. Why are you catching? Because you have some weakness. I never catch from anyone. So to denounce somebody or to put down somebody is not proper. That shows you have less strength. So you should say that, Mother, I have less strength and because that person has so much of this kind of a vibrations, I feel a little bad. If the whole world is alright and then you are going to feel alright, then what's the use of having this light? Just think of this. Then we'll say that alright, I am the light and I have to give light, I am a realized soul. But when all the lights are alright, then only I will be with them. So what a light and a half, what's the use of having such a light? We should have such lights that can go in the darkness and finish that darkness. That light is the light of Dharma within us. It is not how many times you meditate, how many times you sit in the water, put your feet in the water, or use my photograph, or what you do and all these rituals. It is not that. It is how much Dharma is within your heart. Sharayu's mother is another very great example of that Dharma. There are so many of them, but I am mentioning all the senior people because you don't feel jealous of them much. So try to imbibe the Dharma within yourself. And then you will see eventually you will become a very generous-hearted person, very generous-hearted, because you will start tolerating everyone. Even generous as far as money is concerned, that's something so gross. I mean, a person who is a conjuice of money is absolutely gross. But beyond that is tolerating other people. There are some people who have a nice house, they don't want anybody else to come in. In London it's very common, I've seen in England, very common. They'll have a huge nice house, all the time they're cleaning, sweeping, swabbing, putting, polishing. Even rat won't enter that house. And they used to say, you have an open house or what? I said, yes, I mean you have a closed house. I didn't know what is a closed house. say that our comfort is ours, Saturday, Sunday should be our own and we cannot share it with anyone, that sort of a temperament. Then you start tolerating, you become generous. You start giving for others, giving vibrations. So, you know that I have told many people who catch on Navi or void that today you do some dan. So they will go and give it to Indira Gandhi. Because they want a seat in the election. This is the speciality of rational people. माताजींनी दान सांगितलं ना, मग झालं. So do some dan. There are so many places where one can give gifts. Of course, Sahaja Yoga is one of the greatest places where you should give dan. But there are so many places. But don't remember and go and tell them that all right, I'll give you 5 rupees, but you will have to put my at least initials in the marble. Kanjusha. Put those initials of mine in the marble with the black. Generosity just flows. It flows and emits by itself and you just start enjoying it. Now, the most important chakra is that of the Jagadamba, is the heart. And this gives you joy. At a point where you have relationship with your children, Udara Charitanam Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The people who are generous, for them the whole world is their own children. For everyone the love flows. Everybody's worry is the worry of that person. This comes from the center heart, that you try to mother every person. That feeling is there. But the anti-joy people are, this is my son, this is my daughter. Now the son will bring a dowry, so keep some good food for him, and to the daughter give her some dahi bhat. Then goes little further. This is my son, this is my daughter. I must get all the money in the world, live like a miserly fellow, to spend in the marriage of my children. Then what happens to you? You are left high and dry, children go away, then don't even look at you. Then this is my father, this is my mother. This is my daughter, this is my son. And I have to look after them after all. So I can make some black market money. What is the harm after all? You see, I have to look after. This is rationality against the heart. The ones whom we so-called protect, we put them into sin. Go further. This is my son, this is my daughter. They must become prime ministers after me. Or they must get money. So what can I do? He is my son, he is looking after me, this is my son, he knows all the things that I have done. So, after all, even if the whole country goes to dogs, what does it matter? I am a mother, I am a father. I must look after my children, that's my first and primary duty. So the joy is absolutely killed because you see your children misbehaving, you see your children going to dogs. You see them going away from God, to hell. Many parents are responsible for sending their children to hell. They are supposed to be looking after their children. Then the other extreme, of course you know that when you get such examples, then the reaction comes in where, like the West, you just don't care for your children, throw them in the dust. So, these protective measures we take, or these paternal feelings we have, should be without any attachment and fear. Any fear. Insurance, children must get insurance money. Because tomorrow we die, what will happen to them? What about these birds? They never insure themselves. So insure yourselves, insure everyone. Go on worrying about your children. हे मुलीसाठी ठेवणीतलं ठेवून द्या. लग्नात तिच्या. लग्नाच्या वेळा ती निघेल फाटकं तिकडे. All sorts of efforts we put in to give protection because we have fear. We have fear of the future. And this fear of the future could be got rid of. Then our protection will be at a time when they need the protection. When they do not need the protection, we are not going to give them any protection. Then only our protective joy will be complete. Follow. कल्याण है. So the protection is given by the goddess to her bhaktas, not to abhaktas, not to rakshasas. But you people do not discriminate in protection. To you, a son who is born, who may be a rakshas also, doesn't matter, give him protection. Others have to be protected from him, but you are protecting. People are frightened of your son. But you will be protecting him still, giving all protection and encouraging him to kill others, removing their protection and giving them fear. So what is the essence? First and foremost is, essence of heart chakra is security. Is to feel your own security yourself. Feel your own security within yourself. Only the realized can feel that security because they know they have their Atma, their spirit. At small things, we destroy our security. Like supposing you wear a blue shirt and a black pant, finished. You can't walk on the street because everybody will start criticizing. You will wear a wet pant just to match with the blue one. and get some trouble. But you cannot wear something different because the whole world will be saying, oh God, you are wearing this and that. So the complete security within yourself is that you are the self and these things are not important. If you are a secured man, your children will also find that out, that their security lies in finding their own securities. They themselves will say, now, don't try to help us to spoil us. Do not give us things by which we feel more insecure. And such children would be really brave children, like Shivaji was. His mother gave him all the protection, no doubt, but she made a Shivaji out of him. Any mother who all the time sort of she hankers after the son or the daughter and weeping and crying must know that she has to create a Shivaji out of him, because she is a Sahajogini. They have to carry these swords of their mother. These crying babies, what are we going to do with them? Feel your own security. And then the joy of that security will take you to your depth. Why are you insecure in life? Money? Kasli vivanchana. The person who has got now the blessings of the divine, what more does he want? Because your God is almighty. Nobody's might is greater than that of your Father. Nobody dare touch you on any point, but your faith is lacking. And that's why start with your faith in yourself. Make the faith sit in your heart. And that faith is going to give you the joy of security. Faith is the answer for all the insecurities of the world. आता संबंध परमेश्वर उभा केला स्वतः समोर तुम्ही, आणखीन काय पाहिजे?
Let us recite Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for all the bliss, peace, and vibrations. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. We will continue again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.